Writing camera is not supported。好，終於開到啦。好，又係 hello， 係啊，我哋嘅 live 應該又開到啦。咁啊，好啦，都係嗰句啦。如果聲聽到個朋友啊，見到如果聲唔係正常就麻煩通一通知我哋啦。係啊，咁我哋就可以知道如果個 live 一切正常啊。呢度係啊，歡迎大家收睇和你報嘅現場直播啊！我係記者 LuCi， 呢度係曼徹斯特 Piccadilly Gardens 嘅現場喎。Hello Tommy，Hello， 喂，聽到太好啦，太好啦，唔該晒。係啊，啱啱就講到啊，呢度係英國啊曼徹斯特 Piccadilly Gardens 嘅現場啊。咁啊，相信各位有睇我哋和你報嘅讀者朋友都知啦，近日啊，烏克係啦，俄羅斯就直大舉入侵烏克蘭啦，咁就戰況非常緊張啦。經過咗係啦接近2日啊嘅炮火洗禮啊，係啦，咁就係啦，咁就有見及此咧，即係世界各地啊唔同嘅大大小小嘅城市啊，都有好多聲援烏克蘭人嘅集會啊，係啦，咁啊喺我身處嘅城市啊，曼徹斯特都唔例外啊。就係啦，有身處即係居住喺曼徹斯特嘅烏克蘭組織啦，就發起咗今次嘅聲援烏克蘭集會啦，係啦，咁就係啦，咁啊大家喺畫面可以睇到啦，咁啊在場都人多嘅，咁就唔同嘅國籍嘅人士都有啦，咁係啦，咁啊好多人都高舉住呢個烏克蘭國旗啦，係啦，咁亦都有好多手持嘅自製標語啦，咁啊係啦，我哋帶大家睇一睇呢個係啦，我睇先，係啦，咁啊事緣啦，講翻起喺2月24號嘅當地時間啊，清晨5點啊，咁啊俄羅斯總統普京啊宣布將會喺呢個烏克蘭地帶就展開特別軍事行動啦。咁啊，當佢發表完呢個宣言之後咧，咁就烏克蘭唔同嘅城市都先後遭到炮轟和空襲啊，係啦，咁就意味住呢個俄羅斯就正式入侵烏克蘭嘅軍事行動就開啊。到而家啦，已經係2月嘅26號啦，咁啊，即係叫做距離戰火打響嘅時間咧，已經接近2日啦。咁就隨住烏克蘭方面啦嘅頑強抵抗啦，總統就自己係會同佢嘅國民企喺一齊啊，唔會放棄守衛自己嘅國家。咁就係啦。隨住跟住咧，世界各地嘅反戰情緒都高漲啦。咁有睇我哋和你報嘅文字報道嘅朋友都知道㗎啦。咁就喺就算世界各國啦嘅大城市啦，甚至係烏克蘭嘅唔好意思啊，咁甚至喺俄羅斯嘅內部嘅城市啦，例如聖彼得堡等等嘅大城市咧，都有唔同嘅反戰示威啊。咁樣咧就係啦，據我哋嘅報道指咧，就已經超過1700名嘅俄羅斯人被捕啦。但係與此同時咧，世界各地嘅大城市啦、國家啦，包括英國、美國、法國等地啊嘅唔同城市啊，都有好大量嘅國籍嘅人士出嚟舉行呢個集會啦、示威啦，去聲援咧烏克蘭嘅受戰火困擾嘅人民啊。
If you're involved, you need to be on the pavement.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you can't just stand there, you need to stand
I'm ready. Yeah, you're okay, yeah.
Expecting you to hold out.
紹咧，就係我出動影相嘅時候啦。係啦，咁啊，所以咧就大家就多多忍耐啦，係啦，因為我就需要影相，兼顧呢個 live 咯。咁咧，今次嘅集會啦，除咗係由即係住喺呢度嘅烏克蘭人士咧舉辦之外咧，咁就咩啊？行雙咪，好啦，雙咪我試下得唔得啦？放台邊啊！我睇下得唔得？哦，喂，唔係喎，我次次都係咁喎，我把聲咧，明明我夾咗咪喺自己度咧，佢仲細聲過埋聲喎。係啊，我已經盡力㗎啦，係啊，我已經盡力黐住個咪講嘢，但係咧，次次都係咁樣喎，環境聲係大過我把聲喎。唔好問我，我都唔知點解，係啦。而家好啲啊，咁好啦，係啦，咁就啱啱再講到啦，係啦，我哋啱啱就係啦 ，sorry， 係啦，啱啱就講到啦，咁就都有唔同，係啦，咁啊啱啱講到啦，咁啊，係啦，咁而家可以睇到咧。好啊，太好啦！咁就係啦，大家可以睇到啦，現場其實個集會人數都仲多啦，咁亦都分佈咗喺馬路嘅兩旁啊。咁就係啦，在場警方都因為我諗係人數比較多啦，加上咧啱啱所講嘅呢個 Gardens 嘅範圍咧，佢都仍然處於呢個翻新緊途中啊，咁啊比較多工程進行，原有嘅草地咧等等咧一律都圍封咗，係啦，咁就市民就冇辦法進入啊。係啦，咁就大家可以睇到啦，咁就畫面所見都有好多嘅唔同嘅國籍嘅人士啊，都唔係淨係烏克蘭人啦，又或者係某一個國籍人士啊。咁就據講，sorry excuse me can I pass yes thank you 咁就係啦。據講，咁亦都有啲香港人嘅組織咧，咁就響應大會嘅呼籲啊，咁就向即係香港人嘅社區團體咧，都即係發出呢個即係行動嘅文宣啦。咁就我啱啱都見到，亦都有唔少嘅香港人咧，係都係響應呢個大會嘅呼籲，係出席呢個集會嘅。咁我試下可唔可以上到一個高啲嘅位俾大家睇下。Sorry, can I just pass there? Sorry, just a minute. Excuse me. 好啦，係啦，咁啊，終於上到個高啲嘅地方啦。聽到咧，就係烏克蘭嘅 有睇過紀錄片《凜冬烈火》嘅朋友咧，應該就陌生㗎啦。咁就佢哋之後咧唱歌之後嗌出嚟嘅口號咧，如果冇記錯就係應該係願榮光歸烏克蘭。下一句就係好似係 Glory to the people， 係啊冇錯，係啊，Jessica係啊。係啦，咁就係個性質就比起香港嘅願榮光歸香港啦，同緊接即係歌曲完咗之後嘅光香港時代革命口號係有啲相似嘅。咁就啱啱亦都見到有朋友問啦，阿 Eva 係咪啊？咁就而家有邊個國家嘅軍隊係幫緊烏克蘭咧？咁其實因為咧個情況係本身烏克蘭就唔係北約成員國啦，咁而家嘅軍事組織北約咧係嘅立場係會捍衛所有成員國嘅國土啦，但係烏克蘭就並不包括在內嘅，所以北約嘅軍隊係並冇派駐烏克蘭嘅。咁喺美國以作為獨立國家嘅立場，亦都冇話係會派兵進駐烏克蘭協防啊。咁所以咧，而家其實係冇一個國家嘅軍隊係喺烏克蘭協防嘅。咁就但係根據我最收到嘅新聞消息咧，就係各國啦都會提供一啲軍事嘅援助物資俾烏克蘭啦。咁例如係法國就批出咗3億歐羅嘅軍事物資啦。咁就美國亦都係講緊幾億美金嘅。咁德國亦都有一批頭盔係送咗入去烏克蘭啦，咁而第一批嘅軍事物資亦都由波蘭係送抵咗烏克蘭㗎啦。烏克蘭語我唔識，我只係睇過《凜冬烈火》啫。瑞典本身唔係北約嘅成員國啊，但係就瑞典最近就俾俄羅斯總統普京威脅啦，話倘若如果瑞典加入北約嘅話咧，就將會遭受一個好嚴重嘅後果啊！咁佢亦都冇係啦，好明確咁講出咩後果啦，係啦，但外界嘅揣測就係有可能會面對俄羅斯嘅軍事入侵啊！Hello，Peter 你好啊，係啊，我係。唔好客氣啊，唔好客氣啊！都係即係呢個城市有嘅一啲集會就盡量出席啦。咁我自己嘅個人嘅咁就係啦。
Hello everyone, I am a Mancunian and I got the Ukrainian.
因為我哋係啦講緊點做，即係香港人啦，我覺得即係國際社好緊要啦。除咗我哋關注自己香港嘅事務咧，咁我哋都應該即係多啲了解下呢個世界其他地方發生嘅事啊。呢度係英國嘅曼徹斯特啊。
Me and my girlfriend have come here to represent Manchester and to join you all and say like stop the war, stop the war.
Просто приїхали там в гості. 喺另外一邊。Do you mind if I squeeze through? Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you. 係啦，咁就香港人咧都有少少嘅，但係咧就因為大家可以見到啦， 現場就有少少圍封嘅工程進行中啦，咁就大導致咧在場嘅市民人氣都比較分散少少啊。嗱，香港人咧，我啱啱都見到嘅，咁都有唔少嘅香港人係響應，即係呢度本地嘅一啲香港人組織嘅呼籲啊，係到場啊。就據我今朝睇到新聞啦，咁就應該係據我據最後所知嘅消息咧，咁就俄羅斯嘅軍隊咧就仍然喺烏克蘭嘅首都基輔外邊一路爭持啦，就企圖攻入基輔啦。咁咧個基輔入邊都發生零星嘅衝突啊。
The West is starting to stop Russia using SWIFT. 聲援烏克蘭嘅。
Stop Putin! Stop the war! 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 Україна зауważa! He's Grozny!
係啦，咁係啦。係啦，咁啱啱就係 Georgia 嘅人民嘅，應該係來自 Georgia 嘅國民啦，咁就係向俄羅斯向烏克蘭嘅人民嘅聲援啊，咁就獲得咗場次歡呼啊、拍手啊。因為咧喬治亞咧就喺同俄羅斯嘅南部接壤啊，咁就與烏克蘭就叫遙岸相隔啊。咁就據岸喺當地時間嘅琴晚嘅深夜咧，亦都有過千人喺大城市嘅中心度舉行集會聲援烏克蘭啦。
Hands up, please!
我唱嘅呢首我就知道係。
I think we've all been watching the news, been transfixed by Twitter, Facebook, social media, all accounts. We're in 2022, yet we wake up to stories of 13 soldiers on an island telling a Russian frigate to do one. We found out later that none of those made it. We found out about a soldier who had to go out and blow a bridge, similar to Saving Private Ryan. Again, he didn't make it. This is real life. This is not Hollywood.
故事啦，就包括喺蛇島斯街率嘅13名駐守嘅人員啦，咁就遭到俄羅斯軍艦嘅呼籲佢哋放低武器投降啦，咁佢哋就用英文係fuck off 去回應烏克蘭嘅軍方啦，咁就結果就係最後成個蛇島斯街率就失守啦，咁就全駐守嘅所有軍人就陣亡嘅。咁另外主辦亦都有講到啦，咁就因為烏克蘭嘅 士兵啦就為咗
everybody around. And if you've not
拖
already
延
seen, we
俄羅
ask
斯軍方嘅
and plead with
前
you
進啦，
to
咁
donate to
就
the Help Ukraine
用自
Emergency
己
Appeal
嘅
set
生
up
命
by
去
the
到
Ukrainian organisations
炸毀
here
一條
in
橋
the
梁啦，
UK.
咁就成
There
功
is
阻
also
止
a
俄方嘅
petition
前進啦，
to
但係
make
佢就
sure
喺
that
行動
Ukraine
中
is
就不
fought about
幸
and
身亡
discussed in
啦。
Parliament. As we've just heard, the SWIFT banking system is being withdrawn from Russian banks, which is a massive step.
跟住都講到呢個 SWIFT 嘅國際結算系統咧，就已經係禁止咗俄羅斯使用啦。
military support. We're not asking for troops on the ground. As I've already stated, Ukrainian troops are performing heroic deeds, but they need arms, they need javelins, they need drones, they need aerial support. Let's help Ukraine. Let's get rid of Putin. Stop Putin. Stop the war. As you may have heard a phrase, if Russia puts down its arms, the war stops. If Ukraine puts down its arms, Ukraine ceases to exist. Slava Ukraini! Slava Ukraini! Slava Ukraini! Smert ворогам!
We thank our Polish neighbours who have come to the assistance of the refugees pouring over the border. People have turned up in their own vehicles.
係啦，跟住佢哋而家咧，主辦都感謝波蘭啦對
People have turned
波
up
蘭
in their
難
own
民嘅
vehicles
接
to
濟啦。
transport people from away from the border to wherever they need to go. They are being fed. The Romanians are doing the same. Czechoslovakia will take refugees. We need the British government to stop having to need a visa to come to the UK. We thank all humankind in Europe. This is the people who are working to help us. We thank the German government for their 5,000 helmets. Well, our soldiers do need portable retreats. But we thank the other nations who support us. But we can see that Germany is in the pocket of Russia because of its North Sea pipe it wants. Hungary is not friendly to us, but luckily the other nations are. And we are glad that you are with us.
德國支援嘅車頭盔啦，咁現場觀眾就有少少噓聲啦，咁就但係主辦強調咧德國已經即係同俄羅斯嘅關係重心啦，包括北溪1號、2號兩條嘅天然氣管道啊，都係直接由俄羅斯將啲嘢運到德國啦，咁就所以佢話即係德國已經喺呢個經濟嘅情況之下。
Medicine Without Frontiers, I'm not sure, who have been in Ukraine for 8 years since the 2014 incursion. These people know what we need. They are telling us we are raising funds to get this. We need the first aid kits, the tourniquet, for the wounds that the soldiers are getting. We need help physically and financially. We need more than platitudes. Great to see also many people. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for the bottom of the communities that you are there to support us.
靠把握時間換支鏡頭先。
Come on, don't be shy, don't be bashful, it's not the X Factor. Thank you.
День добрий, українці!
Найдіть крепкого хлопця, щоб поміг.
Меня зовут Виктор. Я сам з Білорусі. Правда, Білорусь.
Місця тільки для одного буде. Ні, тільки для багато. Віта на бандурі грає і що ви.
Давай я залізу, поможе їй вилізти, я потім злізу. Добре?
Так само білоруські військовці, справжні військовці, хто став на бок України і підтримує вас. Дякую за вас. Дякую за вас. Бачите?
Давай я може познімаю, що. Ти доставай, я буду тоді ще падає.
Дякую вам велике. Стоя, що народ, стоя, що ви відстоюєте демократію в Восточній Європі. За все вам дякую.
I will try to explain what he said. You might have... He is a Belarusian, sorry, Belarusian. He stands and apologises for the actions of the nation. He has said that our soldiers have stood down and not going to help in
Dana? 佢話呢就係位應該係樂手啦，咁就準備咗樂器啊，可能會救我啊。同埋多謝大家包容啊！咁而家主辦單位繼續。
Let's hope we can stop this madness in its tracks. There isn't a lunatic asylum big enough for that here. And the only good solution for him is probably to a silver stake through the heart, maybe.
Hello, Ukrainian. Ukraine is with you. A message to all those nations who are still thinking that food is still tasty. Stop Russian gas. That smell of death. Do the changes that this wouldn't be broken anymore.
Hi everybody, we come today from Yorkshire, from the community in Bradford. With our family and friends here from the Manchester Ukrainian community. I just want to remember, so you all realise, this is a human tragedy. When we all go home tonight to our nice warm houses and our beds, remember there are people here today. This boy, Anton, his grandma slept in a bomb shelter last night. We need to remember this is real. People are being killed. Lives are at risk. We need to stop Putin. Please do what you can. Write to your MPs. Be there on social media. Be present. Attend any rallies. Do what you can. Slava Ukraini! Героям слава! Героям
Yeah, I read the news about the protests in Georgia to support the Ukrainians. Yeah, that was very great. Yeah, right. Do you know the Ukrainians? Yeah, because they are shouting in Ukrainians. I'm a press from Hong Kong, so I would like to know more about the situation about Ukraine. So are they saying the chanting, the slogan, is it the glory to Ukraine?
My doctor can translate it. I speak it. Yes, it's okay. You can You can translate it.
Yeah. They were chanting the slogan in Ukrainian. Is that right? Yeah. Does it mean the glory to Ukraine and the glory to its people?
Huh?
Yeah. Just back in a minute, they are chanting the slogans in Ukrainian, right? Does it mean? Sorry? Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I heard that from documentary before back in 2013. Yeah, the Winter on Fire. So yeah. I was just to clarify on that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
The lady is Ukrainian from the Donetsk
係啦，問咗啦，當地嘅人士啦，佢哋亦都從證明我係冇記錯嘅，佢哋啱啱嗌嘅口號就係願呢個榮光歸烏克蘭啦，跟住下一句就係榮光係歸於烏克蘭人民嘅。
And unfortunately, a lot of the population only speaks Russian, but a lot of Russian speakers are more patriotic than some Ukrainian speakers, so don't hold it against them. Thank you.
When you do reportage, this is okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Добрий день.
Yeah.
Хочу України з собою.
Yeah.
Якщо ви не проти.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nam miłość, Warszawa.
係啦，咁我可以俾大家睇一睇啦。咁就其實係啦，現場嘅人數啊非常之多啊，亦都企滿馬路嘅對岸啊。咁我喺呢度就可以見到啦，咁就亦都有唔少嘅香港人個群體喺一個比較遠離呢個中心地帶嘅地方啊。香港市場請問有冇烏克蘭仔嘅？係啦，最新 update 我可以趁而家呢個機會翻嚟。咁我就呢個香港城市啦，揾緊資料嘅時候咧，咁我就咧上先。
Включіть мікрофон!
喺中央喺即係大會嘅舞台入邊咧，亦都有香港人舉牌係啦，香港人 stand with Ukraine 咯，係啊。係啊，冇人估到2022年會打出，係啊，因為所有嘢都嚟得好突然啦，局勢緊張都可能只係講緊1-2個月嘅事，係啦，局勢就惡化得非常之大啊！係啦，大家如果睇到畫面咧遠少少咧，喺支大嘅灣旗嘅下方咧就有幾塊字牌啦，咁亦都係講香港人係支持啊嘅手作標語啊。 到可以回答到係啦，啱啱有啲朋友問啦，多唔多香港人嘅提問啊？咁喺呢邊亦都見到咧有個係香港人製作嘅標語啦，咁係啦喺熒幕嘅右手邊啊，係啦 Stand with Ukraine 嗰個就係香港嘅 Stand with Ukraine 啦。音樂唔肯定啊，就係我啱啱所講嘅有樂手啦，曾喺畫面度出現一陣啦，但係咧嗰位女士就而家就喺台嘅中央啊，咁就因為我就唔好識樂器，我就唔清楚嗰個係咩琴啦。
It's an ancient Ukrainian instrument.
All right, yeah.
It was forbidden for many years because it was symbol of freedom.
All right.
It's called bandura.
Right. So you mean the song is forbidden, right?
Not the song, the instrument.
Oh, right. The whole instrument is
instrument. It's like in Scotland, the pipes they were forbidden for a while.
All right. Yeah.
Same.
Right. Great. Thank you. It's the symbol of freedom, right?
Sort of, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. 嗱，咁就sorry, are you from Ukraine or are you from here?
I live in Berry, but I'm from Ukraine and my family is in Ukraine.
All right. Yeah.
My mom
stay
and my
strong.
brother.
Yeah. Stay strong. Yeah.
Try to.
Right.
Do what you can.
Yeah. And don't give up. Yeah. There's always hope. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. 咁我身旁咧亦都係一位居住咗喺英國多年嘅烏克蘭人啊，咁佢亦都話佢有親人喺烏克蘭啦，佢而家就講緊啦，而家大會奏緊嘅呢種樂器咧就係一種被烏克蘭政府即係已經叫做已經禁止咗嘅一種樂器啊，佢就係啦，係冇錯係成個樂器嘅使用都已經被容許咗啦，咁就係一個即係叫做烏克蘭嘅傳統嘅樂器啊，係啊，冇錯係禁啊！佢啱啱嗰位烏克蘭女士嘅形容詞係 ban 係啦，因為佢話咧奏樂咧就可能係代表住反抗或者爭取自由啊，咁係都係一啲政權所。
Слава нації! Україна! Всіх вітаю! Дуже дякую, що ви послухали цю чудесну бандуру. Я привезла її з собою сюди в Лідс. І взагалі приїхала сюди буквально 6 днів тому. I arrived here 6 days ago just. I've been to Kiev just last week. I managed to pick up my visa and to come here for my Erasmus. And I came to this city just to join all of you and all people in Ukraine. This night my mom was located just above Kiev. She was spending her night next to the elevator because walls there are thicker. There was a lot of shooting and they are extremely scared and I'm scared for them too. So let's fight to the last. Slava Ukraini!
Thank you very much. Hope you appreciate it.
喺1個星期前咗先嚟到呢度啦，然後就即刻趕嚟參與呢個集會啦。佢話佢母親就已經喺烏克蘭受過寄護啦，咁就佢成晚都要喺個電梯嘅隔離度瞓覺啦，因為佢話電梯嘅結構長，個結構就比較厚身，就可以俾佢一個更多防護啦。佢自己都非常之擔心嘅安危啦，所以就呼籲大家唔好放棄，用任何方式去爭取烏克蘭嘅自由。
Invite all the cops out to big party and execute them. So it's not the bandura has a very specific meaning for us as well. Thank you. There is a brother who wishes to speak. He is Russian.
Здравствуйте всем. Меня зовут Константин Михайлов. Я беженец из России. 3 года назад я сбежал от путинского режима. Я был гоним на протяжении 10 лет. Я твердил россиянам, что это не приведет ни к чему хорошему. Я сидел 15 суток, был на митингах. И последнее, меня хотели убить или завести уголовное дело. Я испугался за свою жизнь. Я заявляю это, я испугался.
и я сбежал. Я попросил убежище в Великобритании. Но сейчас я хочу сказать, что мне стыдно за свой страх. Я смотрю на украинский народ, на вашу смелость, на то, что вы делаете в своей стране. Защищаете своих близких от оккупантов и не боитесь. И я хочу, чтобы русский народ, чтобы россияне последовали вашему примеру, чтобы они не боялись и поддержали вас, закончили эту войну, свергли тирана Путина, этого безумного убийцу, который способен разрушить мир, но мы этого не дадим ему. Слава всем смелым людям! Слава!
Now tell us what you said in English for those who don't understand Russian.
好啦，大會會翻譯。
Well, I will try, can you hear me again? I will try to translate what he just said. So basically, this brave man is from Russia and he's now living here. He asked for refuge because when he was living in Russia, he tried to protest against Putin's regime and he was taken by police and put in prison, and he absolutely wants Russia to wake up, get outside and get rid of Putin and Putin's regime. And also he says now that actually he feels really ashamed that if you like, he ran away, because now when he sees how Ukrainians fight for their land, he absolutely feels sad and ashamed for his actions that he left Russia.
俄羅斯嘅男子咧就上台講，係啦，以俄文就發表佢宣言啦，咁就而家大會就幫佢翻譯啦。就嗰個男子就話佢咧多年前曾經參與過呢個反普京嘅示威啦嘅結果就俾政府拘禁囚禁咗嘅，咁佢而家就就逃離咗俄羅斯啦，成功喺呢個城市度嚟到英國呢度生活啦，咁但係佢就亦都開始
Stand with Ukraine. I am from Hong Kong and I am a teacher in Hong Kong. I see a lot of Hong Kong people here. Stand with Ukraine. Stop Putin. Ukraine soldiers are heroes. Ukraine people are heroes. Don't let them fight Russia alone. The world, all countries in the world, please help Ukraine. Help them and free them. We treasure peace, democracy, and we want the war to stop. Stop Russia invasion. Help Ukraine.
Thank you, Hong Kong brothers.
咁啊，啱啱有香港人就上台係啦，都支持烏克蘭嘅發言啦。
Yesterday, I phoned my relatives in Ukraine, and three things came across quite clearly. First, they are all terrified. They are terrified that they have been attacked without any help. Secondly, the mood is defiant. They will not lie down. They are prepared to give their lives for Ukraine and to protect Europe. Thirdly, they are very bitter. It seems that Ukrainian lives do not matter. It seems that the West has forgotten them. It's okay, sanctions, pretty pictures on walls. They need proper assistance. If Ukrainian lives don't matter, fine, but let them die with dignity. Give them something with which to defend themselves. We need defensive arms so they can protect Ukraine and protect the rest of the world. Thank you.
Слава Украине!
I'm a Ukrainian. Я буду по-русски говорить. Я живу с мамой. Я росла, мы только по-русскому разговаривали. Это показывает, что Советский Союз сделал. Потому что я говорю по-русски, это не значит, что я не украинка. I speak Russian, but I'm full Ukrainian. I've lived here for all my life. My mom's lived here for 25 years. Everybody who I've talked to, I mention Ukraine, they're like, oh, it's the same as Russia. Ukraine and Russia is not the same. They are two different countries. Ukraine's been fighting for their freedom. And for now to see everyone posting, sharing about Ukraine, everybody cares. It's really emotional, and to know that people actually care, it's really great.
烏克蘭嘅少女啦。誤以為俄羅斯同烏克蘭係一樣嘅，咁就佢就喺度講啦，即係跟住就開心，即係咁多人支持佢。Kevin 就係講到話下令喺莫斯科就部署洲際導彈。好啦，而家順利就差到邊啦，咁就係啦，咁就睇下香港嘅同事啦，有冇 hit 到啲係啦，俄烏局勢嘅最新消息翻嚟咧，咁我而家可以係啦，趁有少少時間就係啦，可以標翻俾其他讀者。係啦，大家都可以見到啦，咁就國界嘅人士都有係可能係前咪講兩句啦，表示對烏克蘭嘅支持啦。咁就亦都可以見到在場有好多唔同國籍嘅人士啦，佢哋都手持制嘅標語啦。係啦，咁當然啦，亦都有唔少身處居住喺英國嘅烏克蘭人啦。見到叫做可以話係世界各地嘅人啦，即係特別係歐洲人。
a citizen of Manchester, like to say a word.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am from Manchester. I was born and bred in Manchester. This war should never ever happen. And Manchester 100% behind you. Manchester all the way. Let's stop this war. Whatever you can do, people in Manchester, whatever you can do, donate, whatever, please do. Because we don't need this war. Manchester. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to just take the opportunity to address the people of Manchester and the politicians of Manchester, Andy Burnham and the councillors. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you for allowing us to gather peacefully to protest. I'd also like to thank the people of Manchester for their support. Manchester is twinned with St. Petersburg. This is not a fitting twinning. The values of Manchester are not the same. I call on Andy Burnham and the councillors to please contact their counterparts in St. Petersburg and ask them why they do not allow peaceful protests. The people of St. Petersburg have stood up against Putin's war in Ukraine. They've been arrested, beaten, and not allowed to have their freedom of speech. Glasgow, until 2 days ago, was twinned with Rostov-on-Don. Glasgow has suspended that twinning. Perhaps now it's time for Manchester to follow the same steps. There are probably many more appropriate towns or cities in Ukraine that share the same values as Manchester. Manchester, please twin with an appropriate city in Ukraine instead of Russia.
佢呼籲曼徹斯特啊，應該就同烏克蘭成為呢個點嘅城市啊，而唔係呢個俄邦嘅城市，點嘅城市啊。因為佢哋話位於蘇格蘭嘅Glasgow咧喺2日前咧就已經終止咗同俄羅斯嘅合作啦。係啦，咁佢都講到。
The whole world is with you today, and from here we can only condemn Russian government for your free independent country. But we also have to ask the government of all countries to impose
unprecedented sanctions咁佢就講緊話，即係佢哋冇錯啦，佢哋只係行使緊佢哋言論自由，但係喺俄羅斯度成為一種罪啦。
For Russian gas, Russian oils, and all strategic products on which Russian economy is based. Criminal Russian government hasn't left for the world any other choice. How difficult it can be for ordinary Russian people. And what else I would like to say? Yes, Ukrainians, we're all with you. Last night I wrote a little poem. It's dedicated to heroic Ukrainian people. It's in Belarusian language. Тобі, шановна країна, я свой братерський шлю привет. Мужайся, вольна Україна, з тобою Бог і увесь свет. І сотня ангелів тих з неба сьогодні на всіх вас глядить. Хто встав, святого повний гнева, свою країну боронить от тих кремлевських вурдулаків, хто загадав вас забивать, шалених путінських собаків, хто край прийшов від вас ваше добрать. Але другою смертью сгинуть. Не той, что славный гимн пее, як нечестивцы свет покинуть, яны, хто кров людскую п'є. Тримайся, вольна Україна, з тобою Бог і увесь у світ. І стресить маті свого сина, хто продков виконав завет. Живе Україна! Слава Україні! Дорогие братья-украинцы, хай щастить вам Бог у вашей святой боротьбе супроть российских оккупантов, супроть российских войсковцев, накерованных кликой лубянских злочинців, які утримовують владу у Росії сьогодні, забивати вас. Але ви повинні ведати, ваша справа правая, перемога буде за вами. Слава Україні! Живе Білорусь! Я обійняв ласкава свого, я обійняв всіх сумленних білорусів. Я хочу попросить у Украины пробачення, бо сьогодні моя країна ув'язана так само в эту брудную войну, розв'язану Путіним. Сьогодні на сумленні промосковського режиму Олександра Лукашенки, який з'являється катом моєї родимої, катом білоруського народу. Гэта війна так само. Пробачте. Але гэта не вина простых белорусских людей. Слава Украине!
The gentleman Belarusian is apologising for the actions of his nation, and he says that the Belarusians are not against us. It's that dictator, whatever he's called, Lukashenko.
Україна була, буде вільною завжди!
Слава Збройним силам України!
Молода
咗啊！搞到你，我計錯咗，搞到你哋要 cut 節目啊！非常之唔好意思啊！中國宣布於南海進行軍事訓練，為期3日。呢個時間可謂出奇地巧合啊！如果係真嘅話。好啊，唔該你啊，由法國國際航空新年你嗰個 sticker 嗰個公仔好靚。
The mic is open. Now we've actually got two now. We all have overcome our shyness. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm an outsider. I've come from the frozen wastelands of Oldham, just up the road. I'm very proud to say that during my childhood I was very much part of the very vibrant Ukrainian community in my town. I'm here partly because my lifelong buddy, my best friend Peter, his dad, my Uncle John, my Uncle Jan, was taken from his home in Ukraine by the Nazis. He was a forced labourer and had the foresight to, at the end of the war, as a refugee, come to this wonderful country. I'm very proud Englishman, a very proud Briton to say that our country has been a tolerant, respectful nation. And I'm looking around now and I see a sea of humanity, I see a sea of decency. I just urge us all to do our little bits of good. Donate, by all means wear a flag, put a post on your Facebook page, it doesn't matter, whatever you do. And I'm reminded of the words of the great Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who said this: do your little bits of good, no matter where you are. Because it's those little bits of good put together that can overwhelm the world. Viva Ukraine!
Good afternoon, Manchester. I am a humble Lithuanian chemist. I am no diplomat, so forgive if my words are perhaps a bit uncultured sometimes. As we speak, rocket barrages in Kharkiv, Kherson, Kiev, and a dozen other cities. Russian tanks are racing across Ukrainian soil. And yet, many of our politicians hesitate to sanction more because they're worried about economic impact. Ukrainians are paying for this war in their blood. Can we not spend perhaps a few more pennies on gas and even if need be food for the blood they're spilling? There are even those who claim that this war could be avoided had Ukraine gotten on its hands and knees and crawled back to Russia like a battered housewife. Fuck you, I say to those people. Ukraine is an independent nation, just as is Poland, just as is the Czech Republic, as is Slovakia, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. Putin demanded that NATO pull back to the pre-1991 boundaries. Does everyone know what that means? That's not just Kyiv we're talking about, not Lviv. We're talking about Warsaw, Prague, about Bucharest. We're talking even about Berlin. Who wants to see Russian tanks in Berlin here? Exactly. As we speak, their lives, they're fighting for all our lives. I say, we can spend a few more pennies on gas. We can spend a few more pennies even on food if need be. And God damn it, we can spend a few more pennies on sending some stingers and javelins to Ukraine. They're fighting not just for themselves, they're fighting for us. On the floor. There we go. On the small off chance there is some Russian oligarch or Russian politician or even a Russian general listening to my words today, I must ask, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Over the past couple days, over 1,000 Russian soldiers have died, over 1,000 young Russian men. How many more are you going to throw into the meat grinder? How many more Russian paratrooper planes need to be shot down? Make no mistake, Ukraine and all the nations of Europe, we will defend to the last man if need be. But don't make us, because we will kill every single Russian soldier you send our way. Make no mistake. Thank you very much.
Привет, братья украинцы! Литва с вами! I came here from York, originally from Lithuania. Spent the first 18 years of my life there. Honestly, in the last few days, I couldn't think about anything else. I couldn't just do anything else except for checking the news, because the war has come very close to us. For the last time the war was so close to my hometown was 1945, and now rockets are bombarding.
好似而家面前呢位咧就係立陶宛嘅國民啦，跟住之前亦都有嚟自英國同地方嘅人士啦，佢哋都係不約而同咁即係呼籲緊例如係作為一個英國人啦，點樣可以做多少少去支持烏克蘭行動啦，咁亦都有講到話要呼籲各國嘅政府都應該要加強制裁嘅力度啦，唔好害怕呢個經濟嘅損失而限制咗自己嘅制裁嘅力度，唔好因為怕制裁俄羅斯而導致自己嘅本國嘅經濟下滑啦。呢度係英國曼徹斯特嘅 Piccadilly Gardens 嘅現場啊，係啦。跟住佢話而家烏克蘭人係用佢哋嘅性命嚟到守護成個歐洲嘅安危啦。咁就如果每個其餘嘅歐洲國家仍然介懷住太大嘅制裁嘅幅度嘅話，係會令到自己國家嘅經濟下滑，其實係一個好係一個好自私嘅行為啦。因為烏克蘭人每分每秒都用性命嚟到守護成個歐洲嘅安危啦。因為而家普遍嘅輿論都話，當普京如果真係成功攻下烏克蘭之後，外界都紛紛擔心佢係唔會滿足於奪取烏克蘭嘅領土啦，而會繼續向西進軍啦。咁就琴日啦，咁美國嘅國防部嘅分析亦都有指啦，話係認為普京係企圖復興成個蘇聯啦。 咁就如果大家對歷史有少少唔知個蘇聯解體前咧，咁就其實亦都包含住嗰個版圖亦都包含咗好多而家係作為東歐嘅一啲獨立嘅國家嘅存在嘅。
Путінський воєнний корабль. Іди нахуй! Слава Україні!
Good afternoon, Manchester. I will say, I have no personal ties to Ukraine, to the east of Russia, to any states around there. I am a Mancunian, I have lived here all my life. Yet I see Mancunians out here today. I'm 18 years old, I'm studying for A-levels. Yet I'm out here to say that Putin, what he is doing in Ukraine is not okay. And what we are here to protest, we are here to protest against Ukrainians being bombed, having to fight for their lives. The Ukrainian army has managed to hold them back so far. I don't speak much Russian or Ukrainian, but there's one thing I can say. Людина іди нахуй!
February was a dark day in the history of humanity, and not just for Ukraine and Ukrainian people, not just for Europe, but for the entire world. It's unthinkable and unimaginable that in 2022 a nuclear superpower can invade and attack the largest country in Europe geographically in front of the whole world. Something like this hasn't happened since World War II, and it is very sad and it's very scary. I think Putin needs to pay for his crimes. I'm originally from Latvia and I speak Russian, and frankly I experience Spanish shame to be associated with this right now, but I want to say that Putin does not represent all Russia.
咁而家呢位發言者咧就係拉脱維亞嘅人啦，佢就話佢識俄文，但係佢甚至對於自己同俄羅斯有任何嘅關聯咧。係感到有啲羞恥嘅。
Grown up watching the same cartoons. Everybody's got family. A lot of people have family in Ukraine and vice versa. We need to show support and unity, and be it on the highest level of NATO leaders who needs to show unity in these dark times, and also us who need to spread information, speak to everybody. Everybody needs to know. Russian people need to know what is happening in Ukraine with their Slavic brothers and not listen to the state propaganda TV and media. The world,
Manchester stands with Ukraine. The world stands with Ukraine. Finally, the word of one of the 13 brave coastal guards who have sadly perished. Иди нахуй, русский корабль! Иди нахуй, русский корабль! Fuck you, Russian warship! Fuck you, Putin!
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Hugo Wills. I'm a factory worker in Ashton. Also a candidate in the council election for the Communist League. But we stand in full.
Support of Ukrainian sovereignty. Ukrainian people do not want to go back
to the Ukrainian people do not want to go back
to any of the regimes before the Maidan, and now the Ukrainian people are fighting
to keep to defend their sovereignty. So I want to salute all these Ukrainians today that are fighting for this. I also want to thank all the Russians who are here, the working people in Russia and everywhere else in the world, in the UK and everywhere else, that are standing with Ukraine today. Thank you.
зібралася сім'я, мама, брат, всі друзі, моя сім'я. Я не готувалася говорити, але в мене виникла думка така, я просто хочу звернутися до росіян, до російських бойовиків. Тому буду говорити. Я не хочу. Чути мене? Я Олена, я з Рівного, в мене там залишилися мама і брат, і всі друзі дитинства. Я вирісла в Україні. Я не готувалася говорити, але я хотіла сказати те, що
我都知道嗰間公司啊，佢係出售好多衛星圖像嘅衛星影像嘅一間私人企業啊。俄羅斯軍隊正在波蘭邊境集結。咁就波蘭作為北約嘅成員國啦，本身喺北約同美國亦都隨住喺俄羅斯入侵烏克蘭之後咧，都不斷咁加派兵力駐守波蘭啊。咁如果波蘭邊境真係發生任何衝突嘅話咧，咁都將會係一個比而家俄烏嘅入侵咧係更加大嘅一個軍事衝突啊。希望呢件事係唔會發生啦，但係喺目前呢個難以估計嘅情況之下，我哋都係啦，都唔能夠係啦，我哋嘅估計都好難會失準啦，亦都事變化得太快啊，咁就只能夠希望戰火唔好繼續蔓延，令到盡快可以停止。
Ваша страна, ваша земля, что бы вы сделали? Вы бы землю рыли, вы бы вилками убивали людей, если бы могли. Поэтому не обессудьте, мы будем делать все, что мы можем. И поддерживать наши семьи, как мы можем. Потому что вам это не надо, а нам это надо, это наша жизнь. Спасибо.
Шановна громада, мене звуть Олександр. Я народився та виріс в Києві. Вся моя сім'я, всі мої друзі, вони залишились в Україні. Вони борються проти загарбницької війни, російських окупантів. Кожного своїм батькам, рідним. Я прошу їх, залишайтесь живими. Ми, общини експатів по всьому світі, ми виходимо на вулицю кожного дня, кожної години. Ми намагаємося допомогти, як тільки можемо. Прошу вас, люди, давайте будемо разом, давайте продовжимо підтримувати наших громадян, нашу країну. Вони там борються за нас, щоб ми могли повернутися до себе додому, до родичів, на рідну землю, щоб наші сім'ї знали, що таке Україна, що таке мир, що таке свобода. Підтримайте українську армію, зайдіть на сайт Національного банку України. Слава Україні! Героям слава!
Добрий день, Манчестер! Ми приїхали з українським клубом із Брадфорда! Це частина їхньої сім'ї. Тому що я живу тут 25 років. Україна завжди в моєму серці. Я сама з Маріуполя, я там народилась і виросла. Моя тітка приїхала сюди після війни, тому що вона була у німецькому лагері, її мати загинула, моя бабуся. Зараз 6 години вранці вони бомбували градами мій рідний Маріуполь. Вся моя сім'я там. І всі вони ховаються. Їм дуже страшно. Але їх дух не зломить. Я таки могу сказать, как говорят у нас в Мариуполе. У нас полно семей для ваших карманов. И когда вы ляжете на нашей земле, они вырастут под солнухами на ней. Моя рідна Україна буде вільною, і ми її відстоїмо. Так, ми закриваємо собою вхід у Європу, але Європа, не мовчи, приєднуйся. Якщо ми всі разом вийдемо, то ми поборемо цього монстра, цього старого чокнутого діда. Слава Україні!
2013年灣爭取佢哋嘅民主嘅時候出現嘅，呢個係我個會，我冇記錯係。
So keep telling people about it. Share your news from reputable sources. Fact check. Share the link. If you can't afford to donate, someone else can. So share that link. Make sure you link to reputable as well. And just keep us in your thoughts, in your hearts, in your words. Stuff like this is so easily swept under the carpet. In a week, everyone will be talking about something else. You've been here today and you've seen what it's really like. So we have to all don't go home and forget about this. Keep it going however you can.
我去睇下係啦。哦，多謝補充啊！喺20世紀烏克蘭獨立運動嘅時候，即係蘇聯解體之前係咪？定係嗰個時期1990，即係90年代嘅時候係咪？啊，咁就大家可以見到啦，畫面嘅係啦，仍然係充斥住係啦各國嘅市民啦，佢哋冇因為喺呢個得幾度嘅冬天嘅係啦。不過今日起碼好冇落雨，就都好多人就支持緊烏克蘭嘅人民啦。
На кордоні я стояла від 4-ї години після обіду до 2-ї години ночі. Але чому мені прийшла така думка? Я побачила цей натовп людей, які тут стоїть. Уявіть собі, що ми всі ходимо і бачимо ворота до раю. Ми перейдемо до польського кордону і ми спокійні, і ми щасливі. Але то було щастя не для всіх. Котрим вдалося перейти до 9-ї години, я маю на увазі чоловіків, ті врятовані. А в 9-й годині, коли оголосили про указ президента, і чоловіків від 18 до 65 років перестали пропускати, уявіть собі, отак на території був плач дітей, був плач жінок, котрі хотіли перейти із своїми чоловіками і були вже близько, буквально 5 метрів, а черга була 15 кілометрів. Це було жахливо. Тому перейшли жінки. Ми довго стояли, і я з ними. Всі були обезсилені майже, бо не було води, не було їжі. Це відрізок часу. І діти маленькі. І я ще раз хочу подякувати через Фейсбук польським громадянам, нашим українцям, котрі проживають в Польщі. І вони буквально, ми прийшли, і вони і їжу мали готову, і чай, і каву, і воду, і безкоштовні авто приїхали забрати людей і розвезти по адресах. Тому ми теж тут врятовані. Але хтось і мусить залишитися на Україні. І жаль було, в ту хвилину було жаль тих хлопців, і тих чоловіків, і тих батьків, котрі відпустили своїх дітей і жінок на другий бік країни, другу країну, скажімо так. Але хтось мусить залишитися, хтось мусить боронити Україну. Нам потрібні свої сили, свої хлопці, свої патріоти. Тому дуже вас прошу, подумайте, що кожен міг бути на їхньому місці. Не знати, як буде. Підтримуйте нашу армію, підтримуйте наших українців, як ми тільки можемо. Хто як вміє. І слава Україні! Ми переможемо!
This lady came across the border on Thursday night, Friday morning, from Ukraine to Poland because a flight had been cancelled. She stood in crowds bigger than this, with people looking at the gates to freedom, to a quiet Polish neighbour. Can you imagine a crowd bigger than this? Coming with women, children, fathers. Then at 9 o'clock the decree came from the President. No active men from 18 to 65 can leave the country. Can you imagine the wailing of the children, the wives, bigger than this crowd, when the queue was 15 kilometers long to the border? Just imagine you were in their shoes. Just imagine you're saying goodbye to your children,
諗住離開呢個烏克蘭嘅邊境啦。咁但係當中就絕大多數都係女性啦，因為烏克蘭總統澤連斯基已經簽署咗呢個全國動員令啦。咁喺全國介乎18至到60歲嘅男子咧都不得離開烏克蘭邊境。
Слава тричі! Слава! 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 Острий Зміїний! Слава тричі! Слава! 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 Острий Зміїний! Слава тричі! Слава! 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 Острий Зміїний! Слава тричі!
Слава! 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 Україна буде усе!
Hey Ukrainians, hey friends of Ukraine, we stand here today in support of the country we dearly love. I have listened to everybody's speeches, their support for Ukraine, their personal accounts, like Oksana who came on Sunday, who came just a couple of days ago back from Ukraine. We have all heard these stories and we all see on the media what is occurring in Ukraine. This is a crime against Ukraine. This is a crime against peace in Europe. This is a crime against democracy. And I thank you all on behalf of the Ukrainian community for taking this time to come here and for everybody that has spoken today. But more than that, on behalf of you all here, on behalf of the Ukrainian community in the United Kingdom, we would like to thank our Eastern European friends. We would like to thank the British public for their support, their kindness, their offers of help. I've received emails and messages from people who are prepared to open up their homes to refugees from Ukraine. We thank you all for your tremendous 100% support behind Ukraine. The Help Ukraine Appeal Fund, as some of you will have seen last night on Facebook, hit £250,000. I can tell you now, that total has gone beyond £357,000. Thank you, the British public. Thank you all. Thank you for standing with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!
佢就話截至琴晚啦，因為大家可能知道烏克蘭就官方就開放俾唔同嘅國籍嘅全世界人咧去捐款支持烏克蘭啦。咁佢話截至琴晚咧已經收到超過30萬磅，即係大概係接近港幣400萬元嘅捐款。亦都再次講多謝東歐各國咧就嘅人嘅對烏克蘭嘅人民嘅支持同援助啦，包括係即係開放自己屋企俾佢哋嘅難民入住啦。 啊，多謝新嘅補充啦。係啱啱烏克蘭嘅國歌啊，佢嘅中文譯版就係烏克蘭上間啦。
Русский корабль! Иди нахуй! Русский корабль! Русский корабль!
Just don't throw me off the.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about what you found earlier?
About you,
Yeah, I'm a press from Hong Kong. I'm trying to bring more a little bit of support from the different countries around the world to the Ukrainians. Yes. Yeah, are you from Ukraine?
Yes.
Right.
I'm from Zhytomyr, so it's like south part of Kiev. So, so my parents here in Zhytomyr, and they're terrified. They prepared an emergency bag with those clothes and water and some food to stay in a bunker like, for a while, just around the world. So they go to the bag, fully dressed, to make sure they don't have to spend a lot of time to wait for themselves. It's going to be either in a basement or it's going to be in a bunker. And we try to do our best here from UK because I'm living here for 17 years now.
Right, yeah.
So we just can do like our propaganda just to make sure that people know the truth. And we can give money, you know, just to support our as any other nations help Ukraine now. The same we try to help from this side to our people, to our brave soldiers who go against one of the biggest military in war. But Putin, he can build their weapons, but they don't have the proper soldiers.
Right, yeah.
They don't have motivation like other people do.
Right, yeah, I know, the Russians lost more than the Ukrainians. That means the Ukrainians are more brave and more way better in the field.
So the thing is that he still got rockets, so when he run out of rockets, you know, we'll get Kremlin.
Right, yeah. Thank you. Stay strong.
Right， 咁就係啦，啱啱就係因為烏克蘭嘅先生啦嘅係啦，我就諗住問佢講多少少關於烏克蘭嘅情況啦。咁佢就話佢喺英國住咗17年啦，咁但係佢嘅家人都仍然喺烏克蘭啦，咁就每一日就係即係喺嗰個bunker一個避難所嗰度度過啦。咁就佢話佢哋基本上咧，佢哋夜晚瞓覺都係。即係叫做着好晒出街衫咁樣去瞓覺㗎啦，因為如果唔係咧就好有可能即係鋒芒久備嘅時候就可能衣不蔽體咁樣係啦。係啦，咁就係啦，啱啱就隨住大會再唱多次烏克蘭國歌同埋英國國歌之後咧，咁就集會亦都宣布係啦完結㗎啦，咁啊大家都會陸續。可能 off game 之後啦 ，off game 之後都會同佢哋傾下偈嘅，係啦。
Spread the word, show the people around you, please. Go to the stickers, show it around.
係啦，咁就係啦，咁就隨住主辦單位宣佈啦，集會嘅結束啦。咁我喺呢度為大家帶嚟嘅直播報道咧，都暫告一段落啦。係啦，咁。係啦，咁我都要係啦，執翻啲嘢係啦，俾佢哋飲住 就睇下可唔可以係啦，做到問到少少人多啲關於烏克蘭嘅情況啦。咁係啦，咁就亦都請各位繼續留意住我哋和你報嘅持續嘅報導啊。咁我哋係啦會全天候咧24小時咧係啦24小時咧都會為呢、個即係烏克蘭嘅情況作出呢個持續報導嘅。咁啊，大家密切留意啦。係啦。咁就講到呢度啦，都唔係啦，都唔再講太長嘅對白啦，係啊，咁啊多謝大家收睇和你報嘅現場報導啊，我係記者 LuCi，呢度係英國曼徹斯特聲援烏克蘭嘅一個集會嘅現場啊，咁啊我哋下次再見啦，咁啊多謝各位支持我哋和你報啦，咁啊係啦，好啦，咁啊我哋下次再見啦，各位，拜拜。亦都多謝各位嘅資料啊，係好，再見啦，拜拜。